Okay, it's a beautiful 50-degree day. We're out here. That's the Bonnie cart. She always makes a cameo. We're out in front of the structure. And the structure's facing east. So this would be the northeast corner of the property. By the mailboxes, this is where the water meter is. Now, I've been around, and that 57 digit right there is still there. Hasn't changed a bit. It's very difficult to ascertain whether there's a freshwater leak into the structure when a home inspector comes across a digital water meter. It's very difficult. It doesn't look like there's one, but the good news is you got a digital water meter. You got the new stuff. Let's leave this here for now. My design's not what I do, but it's amazing. This is the city clean out, sewer clean out. So if there's a problem with the whole block, this is the city will be here in your yard. But it's amazing. There's the water meter. This is the lawn sprinkler check valve, backflow prevention. This is the main shutoff for the backflow prevention. Okay, so the nearest I can figure, you're either using your neighbor's water or the water's lines coming up and around and back through this. There's nothing, I guess, theoretically wrong with it. These are your check valves on each side of the meter. And, the ground's saturated. We've been having a lot of rain. So it's difficult for me to ascertain that the bottom of this irrigation box is lined with gravel. I'm just going to have to have good faith on that. What I can't seem to locate, if it shows up later in the report, I'll make note of it, but I cannot locate a main water shutoff for the house. If there's an emergency, you're left to go out to the meter so far and have a special tool and go through all that. But I cannot locate, and there might be one in this flower bed. Ah! See, you get to see my method. It should be covered by that. These are your main cleanouts. They shouldn't be that loose. Tighten that up, and see what we can do about getting this thing open. There we go. There's your main shutoff valve. And like the meter, this valve should be excavated so you can get your hands around it. I can't even see the shutoff valve. All I can see, oh, there it is, right there. All rusty and stuff. Yeah, all rusty. Don't want that. This is your pressure reducing valve. And that's a good thing. It's also a check valve that keeps water from going back into the house. And I'm going to leave this open. I want to get a picture of that mess. Not a big mess. Coming along, that's your clean outs, double clean outs. We're looking for between 40 and 80 PSI. 50 is on my mind because I've already, spoiler alert. So we got about 50 PSI, which is fine. We're not looking for pressure, we're looking for flow. That's what people, they're related. But if you've got 50 PSI and plenty of flow, then that's all you need. You don't want to stress out your plumbing pipes. You want to have enough. This is enough. This is enough. We already talked about that, and I'll close it. This is the water heater. It's electric water heater. This is an all-electric home. This is an expansion tank. That's what it's called. Should it be mounted like that? There's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. It's fine the way it's installed. All right. Over here, a water heater, labeled water heater. Come on. Water heater, but where's the labeled water heater? And see, the labeling, that's why you're not supposed to have this. Study, bathroom, garage, facing bathroom, dryer, heat, range, dryer, bathroom, study, water heater. See, can you read that? All right, that's your main disconnect. If you got an emergency, you got need to work on it, you turn it off here. It's within sight. It's within sight. Got a safety pan. This is our data plate. It tells us that it's only 4 years old and 50 gallons. Manufactured May 2017. It's all good, all good. Sure, we can talk about something, can't we? Yeah, let's talk. Okay. We do not have a care and use manual. Oh, is that on? Not quite. Okay, this is the temperature pressure relief valve. They're supposed to be replaced every 2 or 3 years. Home's 4 years old. This is the temperature pressure relief valve drain line. See that union right here? That's a threaded union. Not supposed to be threaded. And then this pipe has been reduced. This pipe is, what is this pipe listed for? It's a good pipe. It's a good pipe. It's listed for 180 psi, 100 psi, 180 degrees. What does this thing go at? We'll have to take a look at it. But they usually go around 200 psi and 200 degrees. So this pipe most likely is not rated to handle the kind of pressure and flow and temperature that's going to come from the TMP valve. Just saying. Coming on, this is the north side of the house. This is the condensing unit, which I've been kind of curious about. I'm over here. What's the amperage on this thing? It's properly fused. These are the drain lines. That's for the safety pan. That's for the temperature pressure relief drain line. They're not supposed to terminate higher from the ground than 6 inches and closer than 3, but that's not the problem here. They're too high. 200 degrees, 200 psi. It's like a steam engine. Your little dog's running through here. Just saying. Or a kid. I got a battery indicator. Let's see how far we can go. Let's see how far we can go just while we're doing this. This is the garage door operator. Oh, what did we learn? How about that? We learned we don't have a care and use manual. We learned that we got threaded fittings on the TMP. Oh, and the TMP is not insulated like the pipe either. I didn't mention that. TMP pressure relief drain line is not insulated. It's got threaded fittings and it discharges too high from the ground. That's what we learned. This warning sign, that's good. It's supposed to be here. This control button, it's supposed to be here. Not supposed to be any closer than 5 feet, and it's no closer than 5 feet. How about that? But how about that? How about closeness? See these control wires right here? See those little bitty staples? Those little bitty staples? They're supposed to be insulated. They're not. These optic sensors, these electric eyes, they're not supposed to be farther from the ground than 6 inches, and they are. We got warning stickers on the first panel corners. We got the warning sticker inside of here. That's good. That's good. What do we not have? We don't have a pull handle inside of here. If you lose the power, and by the way, this is battery operated, so when the GFCI trips on this, it shuts down. Some of them have batteries. They're not required to have batteries, but just so that you know, this does not have one of those batteries. Okay? This is the manual door lock. That's supposed to be decommissioned. See, as it is, you can close the door, come home tired, forgot that you locked it, push the button and wank your door all up. You don't want to wank your door all up. We have an emergency pull handle. Let's see how this thing goes. I do not do block tests. Block tests are not performed. I choose not to do that as a business decision. I'm here to inspect the property, not to tear it up. That's why I'm here. Okay, so the only way I do these is with the optic sensors. Courtesy light works. the optic sensors work. You do have an emergency reverse. You might want to adjust the pressure sensitivity to meet your needs. I've got instructions inside the report on how to do a block test. Again, I choose not to do the one, so that's on you. That's on you. So this is the lawn sprinkler system. It's off. I want to run. Okay, zones are labeled. We have instructions. Solar sync. Wow. Okay. You're a little bit above me. Rain sensor active. Well, I don't know where the rain sensor is. I haven't seen one. Again, these are first passes, so if I find one, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. It'll be in the report if there's not one or there is one. Just haven't seen one yet. I'm going to go to manual. Zone 1, 12 inches. And there it goes. Zone number 1, the flower bed. Now these are below grade irrigation systems. Okay? Drip lines, drip hoses, call it what you will. They're very hard. I can hear it. They're very hard to determine. I'm going to run one more maybe. Let's see. Just can't see it. You won't see the whole thing. Okay. Turn it off. I'm through with it. Turn it on manual. Okay, there's one. No, 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 no. Off. It's blinking. Okay. Off. Manual. 2, zone 2. Run. And that's all I have to do. I mean, it's all that's required that I have to do. It's probably an unfortunate choice of words, but I run my mouth. You see this? This is called flat work. You're not supposed to be spraying the flat work. Now, you can get, I don't know anybody that's ever gotten a ticket from this, but I've learned that you can get a ticket for that. So, lawn speakers are not supposed to, that'll be on the report. And I'm going to run the other stations too, the other zones. I'm going to run those. So we'll find out. We'll find out more. And this is the way I found it, and this is the way I'm going to leave it. It's off. That's one thing. Just so we know. Yeah, GFCI protected. When these receptacles are high like this, a lot of times they're not GFCI protected. And at one time it was a method. It was acceptable because it wasn't so close. But we learned today that that is GFCI protected. All right, we're good.